Hello, welcome back to a few more games on Arena 1v1, this time between Stefan playing in yellow as the God here and DauT in blue as the Incas. This is a 2k4 plus match again, there's going to be 3 games in total, and Stefan close over 2k4 playing against the, let's call them big boys, the secret boys, and of course they are top experts. DauT we've seen against the Viper before. I think Stefan has been playing a few 1v1s lately, which I like to see. I hope we're going to see more, and in this game, DauT Incas should have a massive advantage here, but let's see how this is going to end up. If Stefan is allowed to boom, I think he might have some chances. Problem for him is against like slingers and kameyuks, it's really tough to go with the infantry spam, and we might see like gunpowder units for Stefan, but it's really not ideal. You want to go infantry with the God here. Let's see, the problem is you won't be fast to go anywhere, you won't be fast to post imperial status, and the God don't have a really good boom. Yeah, I think for the boom challenge back in 2000, I don't know how many years ago from Please Be Gentle, he used the God because he knew there's not really a big bonus for the civilization, a big eco bonus, except for the fact that they're shooting boars fast and taking a little bit more food from deer and boar, from hunt in general. But look at this, 3 deer inside, which is awesome to have. Main stone though for Stefan is forward, second stone in the back, which is nice, second gold in the back, and we have the main gold on the side, but behind a little bit of a forest, so he should be fine here. That's actually quite safe for him. Wait, is that no, that's the second stone. What else do we have on really close to his base? I'm missing 1 gold on the right hand side, it's outside, and that's pretty much it. This relic closer to him, but not really that close. And Stefan is going for stone here, for the main stone already. Can you see the stone in the back? Yes, he scouted all of the back as far as I can see. Last year coming in soon. Let's see for DauT, who is on the way to feudal age already. With the Incas, yeah, you are actually able to do that without too many problems. You have that extra llama at the start, you only need a few houses, like 2 here for DauT to still have, 3 for 35 population space. Save a little bit of time, a little bit of wood. Just going for 3 farms now, and I guess he had deer close to his base as well, because you can see the bodies here, so I'm assuming deer somewhere around the main gold, which is forwardish. The main stone is forward as well. Second gold inside on the right hand side, but close to the walls. Third gold on the left hand side is outside. And do we have anything in the back here? I'm missing 1 stone, I think. We addressed that second stone, it's forward as well, so DauT really with a bad base here, not looking good. The main gold or that second gold might be the safest resources he has. There's a lot of villagers on that gold, and he's going with an archer range, so we're going to see archers and an archer build here for DauT. He's staying at home with the Eagle Scout for now. In feudal age, you are losing with the Eagle Scout, as far as I remember. In castle age, you're winning, so he's not going to try and engage. Instead, he's going to maybe not go too far forward, but like this, he won't even reach Stefan's scout here. We have an extra stone on the right hand side, 2 extra golds on the left, a relic there, and we have 1 really close to DauT, or quite close, and another 1 close to him. Both players are up to castle age. DauT going for a siege workshop immediately. He's going for slingers, actually. No archers. I thought we would see archers here to get some map control, but no, slinger it is. And Stefan possibly going for TCs before a castle. There's 1 extra TC coming up on the wood line here. And he's on 560 stone, so he's going for the mini boom first. Actually, 2 extra TCs coming up, this one close to the house. I guess it's an okayish TC position. You have it on a little bit of a wood line and the main goal, so I guess Stefan will be fine here. Monastery is up as well. Stefan with a good build, and he's going for the first relics here. He's got the scout alive, and he's going to attack the Eagle Scout. The monk should be able to help out. No, he's going back here actually, but he did some damage already. Ooh, that's nice. And DauT is going with the siege tower hop. Look at this. That's what we want to see. Slingers coming in, and I think Stefan might need to add in a few more monks here, or go for a siege workshop himself. He's got the wood to do it. He's got 3 TCs up and running. He's not walled his left hand side because he cut it open. So slingers could potentially go in there, but there's a TC nearby. A siege workshop coming up in the back, so Stefan now with 753 stone in the bank, but where to put that? And Stefan realized, oh, there's a hole in my, let's call it wall, so he's putting a house there to make sure the slingers can't really go in. Villagers will be sent towards the back here. He can build a lumber camp if he needs to, and Stefan is going with a mangonel as expected. So we have 3 TCs up and running for him, few slingers inside his base, +2 actually done. DauT in the meantime, let's find out how is he looking in the back. back at home. We have a TC on the wood line in the back here. Another TC coming up on the main gold, but close to the arch range. I don't really like it. And DauT also went for the relics. He's got one already, and he's got 7 slingers. Stefan approaching with the relic, but DauT is microing his army, so he's moving back here. DauT not a lot of gold in the bank, but he doesn't really need it to boom. Instead, he is going to have a lot of wood and a good amount of food here, so the mini boom is working for him now as well. He's going to take the stone here, and he's trying to do some damage, but I think Stefan is not really too busy with defending. I think he was quite fine. Problem for him is he's sending a lot of villagers on wood, not enough on gold, not enough on wood, not enough farms. You have a mill here, put a few farms around this, but it's not happening, and Stefan maybe didn't even decide where to go with that castle. I imagine a castle would be helpful. He's got 753 stone in the bank, not using that stone, and 800 gold in the bank, which he's also not using. Stefan, not sure, but it doesn't look like he's on top of his game today, or at least when they played this. So let's see how he's going to continue. Wheelbarrow coming in for him first. He's still ahead in the boom by 14 villages in total, and he's got those 2 mangonels to defend. Stefan will be able to get a castle up, so that's no problem for him, and that castle is coming up in the back? No, where is it? I don't see it. I don't have capture rage, but I'm not really sure if I wanted to use it. Did he move forward somewhere? Did he move outside? No, that's DauT, sorry. DauT's bought a few. DauT is 176 stones. Stefan still with the... No, now it's coming up. Castle coming up on the right hand side, protecting the main gold. 2 mangonels moving there. The 2 monks around, actually 3 mangonels in total. And yeah, that was 1 villager not going down. No, I don't think so. The slingers don't really do a lot. Stefan actually, I feel, has a little bit of an advantage here. Scorpion on the way. Scorpion plus mangonel is good against ranged units like slingers and crossbowmen, obviously. Oh, double mangonel and nice split from DauT, but those slingers don't really do a lot of damage. 7 attack against the 6 pierce armor. Castle's going to be up and ready to go for Huskarls, I guess, or are we going to see standard infantry from Stefan here? He should be able to click up to Imperial Age within the next minute or 2, and DauT still trying to micro here. Stefan losing 1 monk, so DauT managed to kill one of those units, but I think the slingers shouldn't survive for too long, and that's 1 conversion at least. That's a few injured slingers. They should go down. There's only 4 left. Yeah, Stefan is taking this. He's going back to the main stone, but DauT is the first to click up to Imperial Age, and that's interesting. 70 villages for him. Not enough stone for castle yet, but no, yes, I think he bought 100, and the castles obviously are also cheaper for DauT, same as the TCs. The towers, they all cost less stone. I think it was 15%, and we have both players on the way to Imp. DauT doing the handcart upgrade. The question is what to go for. Are we going to see Huskarls from Stefan, or is it just standard infantry? Barracks coming up now, a little bit late, but it's okay. DauT is still continuing to go for slingers here, and I guess it's not a bad idea. What can you do against slingers? I'm not sure. You don't really want to go elite skirmishers. Cavalier is not an option because there is Kamyuks on the way, or pikemen, which is also good. And hand cannoneers, wait, what do we have? Crossbowmen, no. And infantry is not good, so maybe Onager upgrade for Stefan on the way. That's possible, but he's going for barracks, so we're going to see standard infantry, I presume. He's going for a few Huskarls here to have some army around, and yeah, he will need it against the Eagles if DauT is deciding to go for a few of those. But lots of slingers getting produced here, more archers on the way, and DauT will hit him within seconds now with 79 villagers, going for university as well to get ballistics, I guess, and probably chemistry. And Brace on the way for DauT, obviously, makes sense. He's going to take his 3rd goal on the left hand side, and he's producing more and more and more of these slingers, so this should be interesting. I hope Stefan is going for Onager upgrade. He's got the resources to do so, but question is he going to? Chemistry on the way for him, and conscription, so he wants to stay on Huskarls apparently, which is not the best idea in my opinion. Slingers are like the hand cannoneers of Incas as far as I remember, maybe not as good, but they have their advantages and disadvantages, so let's find out how Stefan is going to play this from now on, and how DauT is going to react. For now, DauT is only producing the counter unit and using 1 trebuchet to hit that castle. Now, I think Stefan should just start to mass units, but he's not going for any form of unit, and I'm not really sure why. 108 villages for him, so he should have more resources, and we do see that he's on that castle. A lot of villagers trying to keep it repaired, and there's the first trebuchet from Stefan as well. There's another one on the way. Yes, number 3 3 maybe? No, not happening. Now, what is going to happen? I'm not sure. Stefan, 9 military units, that is bad. Only 5 Fastguards, 2 mangonels. Leather arch armor on the way from Stefan. Are we going to see hand cannoneers actually? Yes, we do. I don't really like it, to be honest. I'm not sure how good hand cannoneers are against those slingers. And I think the Onager upgrade might have been a better idea, but let's see how the hand cannoneers are going to work. Now, DauT has the advantage of having a lot more military units. He's got 2 monks behind that to heal or maybe even convert some of those hand cannons. And DauT also has those 3 trebuchets. He managed to take that from Stefan down, and that castle should fall. DauT is still trying to maintain map control, going with the castle on the right hand side, going to put an outpost in a mining camp here on Stefan's 3rd gold. So DauT, I don't want to say it's getting greedy, but it's ambitious. Still, as long as he is attacking this castle, Stefan will be busy to defend here, and I guess as long as you have the time, why not go for that gold? It's possible to do, and it's free at this point. And Stefan, still good resources, not a lot of gold in the bank. He's still producing hand cannoneers from 2 archery ranges, from 3, 4 actually, and he's losing that castle. Bombard cannon on the way. I think Stefan needed to go for more military units. If he had like invested into Huskars instead of those hand cannoneers and just tried to go for it, or maybe, I don't know, go for Onagers really. But let's find out. Maybe the hand cannoneers are good enough. Looks like this is almost an even matchup. 40 HP for the slingers against 35 for hand cannoneers. But of course, hand cannons with more attack. I'm not sure how much damage slingers do to their hand cannons. The castle is still standing on the right hand side. DauT is happily taking this, the gold. And DauT is catching up on villagers. He's still behind, but 112 is looking good. And he's going for elite skirmishers here. This could get interesting because DauT, decent resources, enough stone for yet another castle. I want to see slingers actually, but it's not going to happen as far as I can judge. And hand cannoneers against slingers is still not what I want to see here. Boatkin arrow from Stefan for that castle. Still no Onager upgrade. He's not going for any more mangonels. He's got bombard cannons on the way, but only 1 siege workshop, and that's in the back of his base, which is never good. That castle is about to go down with the next volley of the trebuchets. That's 1, 2, and 3. Should be down. No. Ooh, interesting. Stefan still keeping it repaired by using a lot of villagers, using a lot of resources. Now the villagers have to move away, and I think DauT is using his chance to move in. He's got 36 military units against 17. DauT moving the 3 trebuchets forward. And a combination of elite skirmishers and slingers can be countered by Onagers beautifully, but it's not happening. And Stefan is panicking. Not really, but he's moving all the villagers to build a TC on the left hand side wood line. He's on 50 military units. Heavy plow coming in for DauT's gamel armor. He has the time and the resources to go for any extra upgrades that he wants to. And I wish Stefan would just go for Huskars now and try to go and attack this. He's going for elite skirmishers, which is not a bad idea, but it's not really good. He's got a lot of idle villagers. He has a lot of resources in the bank. He is getting attacked from the outside with 3, 4 trebuchets here. Actually, 2 counter traps and a bombard cannon. He should be able to defend this. Let's see. DauT is moving back because his castle is actually getting attacked. I don't really like the idea of taking that castle as long as your own castle is getting attacked here. DauT, a lot of resources in the bank. Could go for lead. Eagle Warriors could go for cameos if he wanted to. Not sure if he has the numbers of castle that he needs for that. And on the left hand side, he is gaining more and more map control. Is engaging the elite skirmishers now, but he's even going inside Stefan's base. Stefan has a working economy of 144 villagers, but he is never able to get an army count going, and that's really sad for the Goth player here, because you want to get those Huskars. Why are you producing them in the castle? You have barracks. I think Stefan did Anarchy, didn't he? Did he cancel it? I hope he did it. I saw him click it, and yes, Anarchy is done. So why aren't you going for the barracks? Finally he's doing that. He's got decent resources in the bank, but he is under constant pressure, and as long as he's not able to get his army count up, I don't see a way for him to win this, to be honest. DauT is not scoring by 1k. He is going for cap rams, soon to be siege rams, possibly elite eagle warrior on the way, and with elite eagles he's going to wreck this army from Stefan, if you can call it army. 20 military units, and I think the top from Stefan was below 30. I didn't really follow it. Couriers on the way. DauT is happily attacking. He's getting all the upgrades he needs. He's got a working economy. He's got decent gold income for now. He's got 4 relics actually, and he's still taking Stefan's 3rd gold as a cameo, now attacking that mining camp. Stefan was trying to go for that gold here, and DauT is also covering the extra golds. This looks like a win to DauT for me, to be honest. Not sure. I don't think it was a Civ advantage. I think it was just a bad decision by Stefan. I think with Onagers and following up Huskars, that would have been a really good idea. Now those Huskars are trying to move in, but still 26, 25 military units, a castle coming up on the left hand side, protecting that wood line, and still the elite skirmishers getting produced. but Stefan, not enough gold now to go for any really valuable units. He's got one of those bombard cannons here. He lost the castle on the right hand side. The wall is open. Elite Eagle Warriors moving in. They have 10 pierce armor, I assuming, yes, and Stefan is calling the GG. Not Stefan's best game, in my opinion. DauT played solid, played well, knew what he had to do, and actually was able to go slingers only, more or less. Okay, Elite Skirmishers later on, to win this game against Goth. I guess we could learn something from this game, or I would love to see Onagers against this army. Then we would learn even more. Hope you enjoyed this game. See you in the next ones. GG.